Hello, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. I hope you guys are safe and sound at your home. So, I welcome you all to this webinar so that you can learn or gain some kind of knowledge which we are discussing today. Before going further, I'll just let you know who are the first timers or who already like attending our webinars, who I am. So, guys, I am Pranjal Goel. I am your host for today's evening, and today we are going to discuss about the technology stack and what all technologies we have to choose when we are building our systems or integrating those systems in our business. So, we will be talking about that. But before going further, let me tell you something about myself, why I am giving this webinar, who I am, what my background is all about, so that you can get a clarity on with whom like you are attending this webinar and why you are here to gain the knowledge which we are going to discuss today. Okay. So to see my screen, guys. Because I have a presentation opened up. I have shared the screen. So just say yes who are able to see my screen so that I'll be aware that there is no problem with you can say sharing the screens, the connections, and am I audible to you guys also? So just tell me yes if I am audible. That's good. And you are able to see the screen also. Oh, that's great, Rob. Okay. So before moving further and before sharing my details, let me have a quick poll for yourself so that I can understand who all are here to get the knowledge of this session. Okay, let me share a quick poll in which I'll be just asking about what kind of profession you are into. Okay, are you a business owner? Are you a student? Or are you a consultant? So I have just shared a poll with you guys. Just quickly answer those polls so that we can discuss it further. All right. So some of them are students and some of them are consultant business owners also. So that's great. I hope you will be having a good uh, information with this webinar. Okay. So let me just give you a quick walkthrough about myself. So if you are seeing about my screen, so you can see that I'm basically a business growth and technology expert. I am having 15 years of experience in this industry, in which I like serving number of clients across the globe and helping them out in building their systems using the power of technology. I am running two companies. The first one is a software company, which I'll be running from last 9+ years, and we are providing solutions to all the clientage across the globe. Okay, so this is if you are able to see my LinkedIn profile, because guys, are you able to see the LinkedIn profile? If not, let me share it, or even in the presentation itself. Let me change the window. Just a second. Okay. So as you are aware of, guys, is if you are a professional or if you are a business owner, then you should have a good LinkedIn profile from where you can get a good connections for your business, and that will help you to grow, right? So a professional LinkedIn profile needs to be there because it gives a good idea of who you are, what is your background, right? I want to be very much transparent in what I'm sharing so that it will build a trust between us, and whatever the things I'll be sharing with you, it makes sense to you, right? And you can know that whatever the persons whom you are listening or in this webinar will have a good insights for yourself, right? If you can see my LinkedIn profile, I am running two companies. already, right? Under of 𝐏𝐀𝐍𝐉𝐀𝐋 Solution Private Limited, which I told you that it is an IT company which are running from last night, right? The second one is the 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐓 Solutions Private Limited. We are running this platform from last 2+ years, and we are building an ecosystem or build an ecosystem in which we are basically connecting various scholars, you can say companies, corporates, campuses, institutes, affiliates, marketing institutions also. So our main motive platform is basically to build an ecosystem, and this ecosystem, guys, basically build on three main concepts. So I'll tell you what these three concepts are. So this is a little bit introduction about myself. Now let's move to the platform introduction that will help you to understand what I'm talking about, right? What kind of platform we have built and how it will be helpful for you in gaining the knowledge, in, you can say, earnings also, in learnings also. So there are lots of things in this platform. So let me share the platform details with you also, and let me give a quick walkthrough in this. Okay. So give me a second because we need to be sure that the connection is perfect, so that whatever we are discussing, it won't be missed out, right? It will help you to map the things in a better way. Okay. So are you able to see the screen again? I've just shared it. Okay, so I'll be just showing you the 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐓 platform screen. So is it visible now, right? Just say yes if you are able to see the 𝐀𝐁𝐎𝐓 screen, the platform which we have built for, especially for you guys only, right? Okay, so if you can see, guys, we have, as I said, that we are connecting various entities in this platform, which are scholars, corporates, campuses, consultant, institutes, and affiliates. 50,000 plus of, you can say, onboarded on this platform and utilizing its services and power. Apart from that, we have around lakhs of corporates also who have registered our platform, and they are taking our services or utilizing this platform for providing their service to others also. So let me just quickly walk through our system we have. So as I said that this platform is basically built on three concepts: is learn, work, and earn. So these are, you can say, the three pillars or the three main concepts on which we start from the whole platform. When I'm talking about the first concept, that is learn, important in everything, right? Even like every one of us are sitting in home, right? So every day we have to work from home. What kind of roles and responsibilities, how to distribute our task in a deliver whatever is required, learn the new things, what all stuff I have today. So learning is very much important, as it will help us to grow, organize ourselves, right? And even if we are into help your business to grow as well, based on the day-to-day learning, right? Okay. So if you can, the second concept, that is work, basically. Obviously the learning, if we are not taking any kind of actions, we have to work on those learning, so that we'll be able to deliver what we have learned, right? We are able to implement what we have, we'll get a good growth in those, along with those learnings. And then the third concept, that is our platform is based on the earning, right? So guys, obviously whenever we are learning and when we are working on anything, so our main expectations is to get the earnings. So guys, earning can be in monetary terms, earning can be in knowledge term also, because both matters to us. right, in executing our life. So these are the three main concepts which are, you can say, cover the aspects of everybody's business, also everybody's life also. Learn, work, and earn, right? So work on these three concepts. We have built the system on these three concepts, which is an essential need of our life and business, right? So now just giving you if you can see that uh, if you can see that this is our cloud platform in which we have a various materials for, especially for students also, and those who are operates in campus, we have good articles for them as well. Especially you can see we have a good amount of question banks, question papers, examination system, guest papers, which will help to like preparation for any entrance exams. So I hope our repository of banks is very much useful for it. So if you are looking for preparing, so just onboard on our platform, just have a look at new question. Uh, you'll get what you are looking for. Then coming to the other stuff, we have the opportunities of internships. So if you are looking or you are a job seeker, then our internships or jobs. So you should find a good suitable jobs or internship platform. If not, then just onboard, prepare your digital profile on this platform. Uh, Add all the necessary information that is required so that you get the visibility if somebody is looking for a profile, and add on all the necessary details to create impact for yours. Apart from this, we are having projects and services sections also, in wherein you can like get the projects and you obviously you can publish those skill sets on our platform and can like expand your reach orders for from your clients if you are providing any kind of services, right? Then we have courses and admissions. We are helping you with different courses and courses also. Apart from that, we are also who are looking for recruitment kind of stuff. They will find a good talent on this platform, and if they are looking for any kind of experts, then obviously they can connect with us, and we are surely going to assist you in your recruitment, also in business development and in marketing and lead generation. So apart from that, guys, this is a quick forum, feeds, articles, and marketing stuff. So we have like different areas which you can explore, and I can assure you that when you visit a platform, if you have not visited it till now, you will get a lot of good information on this platform, which will be helpful for you in some way or the other, right? So do visit on this platform if you have not done, and I'm sure that you will be getting a good insights on the same. So this is guys, which we are building as a community in which everybody can enter in a professional manner, can gain the knowledge, can share their knowledge, can get the learnings, can get the earnings also. Okay. So just visit on this platform to get more details about it. Okay. So now coming to the topic of today, that is basically about how because every business is using technology nowadays. If your business is not, you can say, involves the technology, then obviously lacking very much, right? Especially in these days. So let me share the presentation with you so that you get the clarity. For that, just let me quick recap about the earlier webinars I have given, right, guys? About the 5 pillars of a business. So if important stuff, right? This I already have discussed in my previous webinar. I'm just giving you a quick overview. If you have to grow your business, you have to align all these 5 pillars for your business. They can visualize your vision. There, you can say your business goals. Then, obviously, the comes as a pillar for a business growth is the plan, right? How, what all things you require, how, till what time you will be reaching, so that on how you drive the things, and how you proceed with your business. The third thing that matters, or that is very much important in your business growth, is the processes, right? So obviously, guys, as I said, that we are going to utilize or try to automate your processes as much as possible, so that it will help you to save your cost, all right. And apart from that, it will help you to save your time also, because time is money. We generally say this. Obviously, if you save your time, then you have a bandwidth of generating more money or generating new learnings, and many things you can do in that time. So try to automate your processes for businesses, so that you can get the best out of it, right? The fourth stuff that is there is a product and service you are going to choose. So try to use that product and services which is relevant for your market, right? Which has a, okay, let me share the screen again. If it is not, let me share it again, Rahul, no issues. Okay, let me share it again, just give me a second. Okay, so are you able to see the screen now? If not, let me just recapture it. Let me share it again, so that you'll align what I'm talking about, right? So we are basically discussing about the five things, the five pillars, and then we'll be moving to the technology aspects of any business. Okay, so just give me a second, guys. Let me check the connection is fine or not again. Okay, just give me a second, because we need to be sure that the systems are working fine. Then only we are able. Because if there is the demand is very much less, right? So obviously that's good, Rahul, if it's fine. So if the demand is less, then obviously our business or the idea which we have chosen is not going to learn for a longer time, right? And we are looking for a kind of business which will grow to the next level, which will run for a longer time, so that whatever the goals and expectations you have, you can meet those goals and expectations, right? So we should choose a business or a service which will is the need of the hour, right? If I'm talking about nowadays, guys, we are into business. So if you can see that technology is the need of hour, and every day there is lots of things that is coming as a part of technology, and we have to adapt it, If there is no technology, then everybody sitting at home. So you can say that we all are connecting with technology solutions or technology tools only, right? So that is the need of the hour. So choose your product and service in there, so that it will be relevant for the user. It will add value to the user also. And once you chosen that thing, so prepare a complete plan, because once the product is there or the service is there, there are lots of things that matters, right? So that you should have a good customer experience, you should have a quality customers associated with us, and you can meet their expectations in terms of product and services which you are building up, right? The last thing that matters is the profit, or you can say the satisfied customers. Because if you have a satisfied customers, then obviously you should have a profit in your business, and you should have to maintain the finance of your business, that what are the earnings you are getting, what are the revenues you are generating, how much expenses you are having, so that you can align those things. Because while running a business, you have to manage all these stuffs. Because if you are not able to manage it in a proper way, then obviously you are going to lose the business, right? Whether it is in form of customer satisfaction, whether it is in a quality product or services you are giving, whether it in terms of the team you are having, right? So these are the quick 5 pillars, which if we are able to manage all these 5 pillars, then obviously we are able to grow our business to the next level. So there is no stopping if we are able to manage all these 5 pillars in a best possible way, right? So now, guys, let's move to the today's topic. Let me just move to the next slide. Technology in business. Right? So, guys, today every business, as I said, that every business is like connected somewhere or the other with the technology. But when we are have to build our system, right, when we have to choose the technology for our businesses, then obviously everybody is looking for the right tools, right, so that they can fit into their business, and they can help their businesses and themselves to grow. So what are different criteria or factors which generally we have to consider when we have to choose the technology for our business? Because choosing the right technology will help you to increase your productivity, okay, and will help your business to grow if you have a right tools and systems associated with your business. So these are some of the, you can say, criteria which needs to understand if you are investing in your in the technology as a part of your business. So how do you choose that thing? The first criteria that matters is the better or ease in communications. So obviously, if we are investing in technology, then obviously we are looking for what we are looking for. We are basically looking for communication, easing our processes, so that we are able to do work efficient manner, right? So if you can see that nowadays lots of tools coming for communications. If you are using mobile phones, then there are WhatsApp, there are Skype, there are lots of other stuff. And if you are using laptops and desktop, then there are messengers also. There are VoIP solutions through which you can call audio call, video call, messaging, and all that stuff. So whenever we are like investing in technology, the first thing that matters, or the first criteria we generally choose for investing in technology, is the ease in communication. Whether we are dealing with client, whether we are dealing with you can say our internal team, we should have a best tools for communication, which will help us to seamless integrate or seamless, you can say, align our communication processes with our team, with our client also, right? So this is the very important criteria, because if you do not have a good communication with your team, with your client, then obviously you are not able to help them understand what you are trying to say and what you are trying to achieve, right? So we have to use the tool or technology which will help us to ease our communication, right? The second thing that matters is the safe and secure data storage. So guys, nowadays cloud is the need of the hour, right? Everything, if you want to connect with the outside world, you have to be on the cloud systems. You have to be on web based system. You should have a web based systems, right? So apart from this, if we are onto the cloud, so what the thing that matters the most is the storage of the information we are having, right? Because earlier there are lots of files, there are lots of stuff which are residing on your, you can say, desktops or on your tables and all that stuff. But as the power of cloud increases, so there is a, you can say, increase in the possibilities and potential of storing the information on your cloud systems, right? So storing is one of the important aspects which we have to, you can say, think upon if we are using or introducing the technology. Because smoother the storage, right, or smoother the accessibility of the information which you are storing, then obviously you should save the time and you can get a better result, right? So as there are lots of systems nowadays that is providing the cloud services, the storage services, which will help you to ease your storage mechanism for all the business file, all the business information, whether it is a confidential, whether it is a public information. So there are lots of tools available, but you have to choose those tools which will be helpful for you to keep in your budget also, and also they should have a security aspects as well. So on the go, you can say, demand on the go mechanisms are there, subscription models are there nowadays for data storage also, and which is very much relevant when we are talking about the storage of information, whether it is a business information, whether it is a personal information. There are lots of secure tools in available, whether you can take an example of Google storage, Google Drive also, then you can have a Dropbox. Then there are lots of cloud solution providers who will be providing the data storage along with other services. So the second criteria, and the most important, one of the most important criteria which will help you to choose the right technology for your business, is the data storage mechanism, right? How your data is going to store, how safe it is, and all that stuff. The third thing, or the third criteria that matters when you are choosing technology, when you are like investing in technology, matters the most, is how it will help you to automate your business processes. Because technology introduction is only, you can say, is being introduced in the businesses just to ease or just to automate the processes. Then only you can say save the time, save the cost also. So as the process, the business processes, as much as automation are business processes, so the faster execution is there, the more you can say responsive we can become. So to introduce those things, or to have the process automation stuff, we can utilize lots of things that is available in the market, or we can build our own systems, right? So let's say if you are running any kind of business, let's say you are having a store, or if you are having a shop, toy shop, let's say, for example, right? And you want to automate the things so that you can focus on your clientage and their, you can say, delivery. So what you will do, you will automate your processes in terms of that, the publishing of your, you can say, materials on the stores, right? Second, you can say, let's say, whatever the information that is being generated in terms of invoicing, in terms of delivery, you can utilize different systems, or you can build up on your systems and automate all these things, so that at the end of the day, if all the things are residing in a proper way, you can see how much time you can save, how much money you can save by avoiding doing unnecessary stuff or repeated stuff using the power of automation, right? So this is another criteria which we have to think upon, so that how we can utilize, or how we can automate or integrate our processes, so that we can get the better result, and we can focus on only the relevant stuff instead of doing the same work again and again, right? The other thing that matters, or generally the businesses avoids, is the security of the data, or security of the information they are having. Guys, if you are not focusing on this part also, right, then obviously you are doing a mistake. If you are running a business, and if you are not concerned about the security of the data associated with your business, associated with your clients, associated with your team, then obviously you are at a risk. Because nowadays data is one of the most important, or one of the most, you can say, important assets of any business. the secure data, the relevant data you have, and you are managing it well, then obviously you will be getting a better result. If you are not securing your data, right, if there is a loophole in, you can say, security or storage of your information, then there is a problem that hackers nowadays can hack your system easily. So you should ensure that whatever the systems you have developed, whatever the data you are storing, it should be secure enough, or we should have a proper mechanism to secure the data which we are having. So if you are using a system, then you should have firewalls, you should have antivirus installed. If you are having a system, then whatever the database or the information you are storing, it should be in a secure way, right? There should be some kind of access level permissions, that who all can access that data, and what all passwords and all that stuff is required in that. So I would recommend that whenever you are like utilizing the power of technology in your business, so do focus on the security aspects of the information that is being there, that is associated with your business and clientage. So this is one of the important factor which generally businesses avoids, and which will pay a heavy price if this information or the security loopholes occurs by someone else. So it's better to spend on this also, instead of like when there is some mishappening happens, then you will just, you can say, spend the time and money on that. So it's better to spend it earlier to build the secure system, or to build a proper mechanism to save our data from the external entities or loopholes. Then the fifth thing that matters the most in choosing the right technology is the analytics, right? Guys, every business requires, if you are looking for a growth, right, what you have to do is you have to like analyze what is currently you are doing, how the things are going on. Then you have to analyze all those things, because it will help you to make decisions for your next activity. It will help you to predict where you are heading, or how you have to do. If there is some kind of problems that is you can see in your existing processes, then obviously you can take the decisions to close those problems. So you should have to have the tools, and you should have to have the integrated systems in a proper way, so that you can capture the relevant data on which you can do the analytics, or you can analyze all those information. So let's take an example for this, that how analysis works. So let's take an example of a shop only, right? So what is your business process is, let's say you will be taking the raw material from someone, you will be paying to them, then you will be using that raw material and preparing some tangible material which you are going to sell, right? And then you will be selling it to the customers, or you will be like promoting that the product or services which you are having, and then you will be selling the customers and delivering it to the customer doorstep. So all these processes obviously involves a lots of things, right? It involves money also, that how much money you are spending on every, you can say, phase of that particular uh, product development or service development, right? It involves the manpower also, involves the raw materials also, if you are like building any tangible products. So a lot of things are there. If you are not having all this information in a collective manner, right? For example, what is the costing that you have bared for the raw material? Then when you are using or building the product using that raw material, what are the manpowers, what is the charge of those things and all that stuff, right? Then what is your promotional cost, what is your delivery cost? So if all these information, guys, if you think will be on a centralized place, right? So it will be easier for you to analyze all the situations, and it will help you to predict that whether you are running in a profit, or whether you have to like take upon different approaches to correct on the things if the things are going wrong, or if you are in a right path or right directions, or if you need any kind of precautions, because everything you have in your at a single place, and you can utilize or analyze the data in a proper manner to take on the decisions, right? So you should have a proper analytics tools in place. You integrate it with all the departments which you are running, so that you will get a proper analysis of everything that is happening within your business, and it will help you to take the decisions and build the strategy which you have to follow in correcting or growing your business to the next level. So these are, you can say, the five important criteria which will help you the right technology for your business. You have to think about all these things. And if you are looking for any kind of help from 𝐀𝐿𝐻 team, who are the expert in business development, automations, also in hiring this, you can say, team also. So you can surely connect with us for any help. And if you are planning to invest in technologies, if you have not invested till now, so we are surely going to help you out in these things, like how you choose, what all things are there, how we can help you out. Will help you in everything, so that you can integrate the technology in your business, and you can like grow your business to the next level using the power of technology. So these are the criterias. But let's now talk about a little bit about the technology, guys. Right? What kind of technology we have to choose, because these are the criterias on choosing the technology. But what kind of technology, right? So let me give a brief about some brief about the technology also. So let me move to the next screen. Those who are non-tech persons, obviously, I'll try to explain it in a simpler word so that it will help you to understand the way, right? But those who are technical persons can easily understand what I'm talking about, right? So, guys, basically, when you have to choose any kind of technology, or when you have to build the systems for your business, so what matters the most is the technology stack you are choosing for your business. So, if you are building, right, if you are building a system, then you should have to have the right technology stack, so that they will give the relevant result which you are looking for. Because the combination of, you can say, bad technology or mismatched technology, mismatched tools will not give you a better result which you are expecting, and can lead to the wastage of time and money also, right? So so the technology stack needs to be perfect, integrated, so that you can utilize that technology stack for building your systems, and which will help you to grow your business. So what exactly it is? It is basically a combination of the components which satisfy all layers of web and mobile solutions, which can impact on the system, right? So as I said, that it's the combination of components. So basically, guys, when we are building a system, it will be distributed into different, you can say, layers that I'll discuss. If you can see the screen, it's already mentioned, but I'll explain you now, right? So basically, guys, when we are building systems, so there are two parts of it. The first part is the client side technology, right? The second part is the server side technology. So these are the two parts basically, in which the first one, or the client side, is the one which will be using by the customers, by the clients, to interact with your business. And the second one is the core, where all your business logic, all your processes, all the information associated with your business resides, right? So these are the two, you can say, categorization of technology stack: the client side technology and the server side technology. So in client side technology, as I said, that it is the technology which we generally called it as a front end technology also, in which the user or the customers are interacting with the system we have built up, right? For example, as I said, let's take an example of e-commerce store. You have seen that there are websites available, right? So what you generally do is you open a browser, you will search for the items you are looking for, then you will order, right? So whatever the things you are seeing, that is nothing but a front end of the actual business or the system which you are seeing. So you are not aware of how the like play is happening, what all business logics are there, where the data is being stored, which is being read on your browser. All these stuff you are not aware of. You are just aware of the user interface and look and feel, right? Whatever is visible to you. So the client side technology is the one which the user sees, right, which the user interacts with. So obviously, when you are building any kind of solution, I would suggest you should have a proper user experience, and you should have the right front end technology used for your businesses. Nowadays, guys, mobile, you can say, mobile application is very much required in every business, right? So if you are not planning for building any mobile application, so still you have to make sure whatever the system you have developed as a part of web technology, it should be responsive enough to try to use the latest technology, because the technology which nowadays are running or changing very fast. So you should be clear that whatever the technology you are using or building your system into, it should be the latest one, so that it will, you can say, work for a longer run. If you are using any old technology just to be for the cheaper, let's say if it's cheap, then obviously it will impact or create a problem in the longer run, and you have to pay more than what is expected. So think on that part, what kind of technology you have to use, so that you can invest it in a better way. Discuss with the experts. If you are not clear, if you are not a tech savvy, discuss with experts like us, right? We will help you to select the best technology for your building your system. The second thing, as I said, is the server side technology, right? So in server side technology, basically, we generally call it as a backend technology, right? In backend, basically, when we talked about backend, so it is nothing but where actual data resides. What all the information stored, which you are seeing in the front end, like the list of products you are seeing, right? The list of the interactions you are doing. What all these information is residing on the on the server, right? So the business logic, the databases, all these comes under the backend technology, which we have various frameworks, that is the bucket using which we can build our backend solutions, that web applications, or we can also utilize different databases where the actual data is being stored for our backend, right? So we should have a strong, secure, or you can say performance based backend, so that we can have a good user experience for the users who are using their our systems for any kind of transactions they are doing. So these are two layers of any system. The one is the client side, another one is the server side. So whenever we are building any kind of solutions for our business, or when we are providing any kind of solution, especially the technology solutions to any of our, you can say, clientage, then we should have to have the clarity of choosing the right client technology, right, and the right server side technology. That we should have a proper front end and back end technology, because the integration of all both the technology or both the layers will help to create a good system, and which will help us our businesses to grow. Because if there is not a